That's a good point
Or
there.
the late game on Sunday. Sorry.
Exactly. Of course, that meaning the grand finals here, your first grand finals for this HoN Tour event. But I think it's pretty safe to say you were probably pretty confident that you could do this. But how this whole event has played out so far, was it kind of expected for you?
I mean, we were definitely expecting to face TDM in the winners bracket finals, but other than that, it pretty much played out as we expected. We knew we'd have to beat Complexity, and we knew we'd have to beat either Trademark or TT Sports, and luckily we pulled that off. But we're definitely really glad to be here. And I mean, kudos to QSQ, like they're playing absolutely amazing. But I'm pleasantly surprised to not have to play TDM, because for some reason they seem to have our number in scrims and matches. So let's hope we can do better here.
Well, okay, so that is interesting. I mean, again, Q Squad, obviously we're talking about, you're very aware. Their success as of late over these last couple of days has been pretty outstanding. Does that intimidate you a little bit, or ultimately are you still pretty confident against these guys?
I don't know. I mean, I used to believe in momentum, but I don't really so much anymore. I think that every game, especially every new day, even series, just you start off on a totally different pace. In game, I could definitely, people definitely go on tilt, but I mean, they have won 6 straight, which is pretty impressive, arguably knocking off the other 3 of the top 5 teams just 2-0. So they're definitely rolling, but I just don't. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't carry over into the series, but we're reasonably confident going in today.
Yeah, and on top of it all, obviously you do have that 1-0 advantage, deserving, coming from the winners bracket. So, okay, so is there anything that you have necessarily planned against Q? Because you're saying you weren't even necessarily maybe expecting to face them, but you are now. Do you have anything special against these guys?
I actually think we've probably practiced against them more than most other teams right now. Okay. We've got a lot of scrims against them. They haven't really been changing up their drafting per se, but they've definitely they've made it a lot stronger in that they don't kind of do any crazy stuff that much anymore. Like there's no like trembles thrown in to their pharaohs, and it just I like their drafting a lot more recently, and they're also just not making as many mistakes, and I think that they've definitely improved a lot. It's nice to see, but it's still the same team. Like the core of the drafting is still the same. They just don't make as many, in my opinion, like inexperienced mistakes. And they're definitely going to be stronger here, but we're pretty much just going to try and play our game and see if they can beat it.
Trough, you have any questions?
Yeah, I actually had a question quickly on the strategy that you have run a number of times with MOA, specifically with Electrician and Ophelia. Is this something that came up on the fly, or is it something you guys have been thinking about? What's that about?
Well, I mean, I've always loved MOA and the synergy with Ophelia. The Electrician kind of just came from... KZU was just like said, hey, I could play Electrician, guys, and then I was like, all right, well, okay, and then Slicks, we were talking about carries, and Slicks says, hey man, what about MOA? And I'm like, I mean, if you want to, it's fine, but I've never won a game with that hero, just so you know. And then and he said, oh, don't worry about it, man, I got this. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we played MOA Electrician in Game 3 against Complexity, and it worked. So we figured, hey, why not do it again? Because in both series we've won, or games we've won with that, we started off like ridiculously behind at the start of the game. So I think it's definitely a good draft if we can come back from an advantage like that 2 games in a row.
Well, the global defense mechanisms between those 2 heroes seems to be really effective, and I've seen both Z-Freak and Slick Betty just on par with that, like really quick. They never seem to hiccup on that at all. So, and I think MOA actually really excels as a carry. I think as a support, he's kind of iffy.
We've seen that. I mean, you have always stressed to yourself, Trelf, that in a support role, it seems like he hasn't really had the success, but you would like to see him in a carry role, if anything. And sure enough, we are seeing that lately with State Green, and obviously, as Kyle was even just pointing out that, it seems like it has been working out well, so perhaps even today, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously, when that comes around. Anyways, we do got this match to play, of course, Kyle. Before we do let you go, any shout-outs you want to make here?
Quick shout-out to the family and friends, B-Freak, A-Freak, G-Freak, Papa Freak, and, of course, Johnny, T. Schmidt, and J. Schmidt, because there's a lot of people watching, and Mom and Grandma. And real quick, I think I talked about this on my stream, but we're doing a fundraiser for Slicks' plane ticket to America. He's officially coming over January 29th, and he'll be here for about
soon. That is.
Yeah. He's going to be going in between, not the end of this cycle, but after the end of next one, he'll be here. So if you'd like to help us out with that, americaneedsadingo@yahoo.com. That's the PayPal.
Wow.
And thanks to you guys, and HoN Tour, etc.
No problem, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
All right, yeah, appreciate you joining us, man, and obviously best of luck to you. We'll be watching, Kyle.
All right, no problem. See you guys around.
See you. All right, so there you go. I call him Kyle. It's just habit, I guess. It's a lot easier to say than Swindlemelons. But anyways, Swindlemelons, the captain, of course, for Stay Green right there. So, again, they're going to have a 1-0 advantage. It was interesting to hear that.